What's up guys, welcome back to the show. In today's episode we will be taking a look at the newly revealed information regarding Dota 2 Reborn and its beta stage. Besides that, we'll be taking a look at the new Deus Ex. I never really understood how to pronounce that, but the new Deus Ex called Mankind Divided. And lastly, the good old Starfox is coming to Wii with a new game called Starfox Zero. Alright guys, so let's start with Dota. The Dota 2 Reborn beta is now live. You can actually go into Dota now and apply for the beta and start playing the beta right away. But I'm not entirely sure what to classify this beta as. Is it a beta for an upcoming expansion, or is it, just a big content patch? Besides that, I can't help but to think that the name Reborn kinda indicates something that was previously dead. And to my knowledge, Dota 2 was actually doing pretty well, but it's been a while since I've been playing Dota 2, so who knows, was it dying? Maybe I should ask you guys, was Dota 2 dying? Anyway, with Dota 2 Reborn, Valve aims to add a ton of changes to the game, such as new interface, new engine, and custom games. Dota 2 will now be powered by Valve's Source 2 engine, and that means that you can expect improvements to performance, responsiveness, connectivity, and much more. And I must say guys, I really like this. Even with a good PC, my first impression when I tried out Dota 2 when it was released was that it had some pretty big performance issues and the game was running slowly. It felt choppy. I don't know, it didn't feel as smooth as what I was used to in Heroes of Newerth, for instance. So hopefully this will change that. Obviously there has been many changes to Dota during the time that has improved the performance, but I still feel like it can use some more performance tweaks. So hopefully this will take it to the next level. Together with the Reborn beta, you will also be able to play custom games created by the community. And this is something I know that a lot of people have been looking forward to and asking for. And the cool thing about custom games is that it allows players to become creative. This adds to longevity to the game for both the producer, in this case Valve, but also for the players. And I think that being able to take a break from the typical matchmaking to play some tower defense, hero brawl, or some kind of story-driven adventure is exactly what a lot of players have been wishing and asking for. It adds that casual aspect to the game, so you don't have to have that adrenaline running in your system non-stop. It gives you that much needed break. And to my experience, custom games is usually always a pretty good thing to implement into a game. Games that have done this exceptionally well over the past is of course games such as StarCraft 1 and 2, we have Warcraft 3 as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys recognize the names Sunken Defense for StarCraft, Elemental Tower Defense for Warcraft, and even something like Hero Line Wars. Come on, I know some of you guys out there recognize these names and have played these custom maps. Good times. So if you guys are interested, the beta is now live, as I said. To sign up for the beta, simply start up Dota, go to the Play tab and select Dota 2 Reborn Beta. Then click Install to begin your download. Then exit the game, relaunch it and select Dota 2 to gain access. So together with tons of other awesome games, the first-person shooter stealth and role-playing game Deus Ex Mankind Divided was revealed at this year's E3. The game is published by Square Enix as a sequel to Deus Ex Human Revolution that was published in 2011. The game is set 2 years after Human Revolution, and once again you'll be playing as Adam Jensen, or Jensen as we say in Denmark. The year is 2029 and mechanically augmented humans have now been deemed outcasts, living a life of complete and total segregation from the rest of society. You, the protagonist, Adam Jensen, an experienced covert operative agent, is forced to operate in a world that has grown to despise his kind. I'm kinda excited about this, guys. I played Human Revolution quite a bit when it came out, and I quite enjoyed it. However, I never really got around to finishing it. But with Mankind Divided coming out, hey, here's the incentive to go back and complete that game, so I'm ready for Mankind Divided. Mankind Divided is scheduled for release for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One sometime around early 2016. Next up, I gotta ask, have you guys ever played Starfox? Or maybe some of you guys recognize the name Lilith Wars. As a kid, I played that game excessively on my Nintendo 64. It's a game that always reminds me of, being a kid, not having a care in the world and just multiplaying it up with my friends, split screening it on a, 14-inch small TV screen. Man, those were good times. Anyway, a new Starfox is in the making. It's called Starfox Zero and it was presented at this year's E3. The game is being developed by Nintendo in partnership with Platinum Games, and the game is produced for Nintendo's own Wii. The new Starfox is supposed to be a mix of classic environments from previous installments alongside new open areas. Game designer Shigeru Miyamoto is quoted saying, "We have built the game using ideas from the past, but this is not a part 4 or 5. It's not a remake either." And from what we've seen so far, it looks like we'll be experiencing the classic A-Wing spacecraft, the Walker from the unreleased Starfox 2, the Landmaster tank, and the Gyro Wing, which is a hovercraft that Nintendo has previously reeled for the series. And while I don't own a Wii, this news alone kinda makes me wanna get one, if not just to only play this game. It probably won't happen, but for you guys who actually own one, I think you are in for a treat, at least if it is comparable to the old Starfox games. So that actually reminds me that I need to ask how many of you guys actually own a console who's watching right now, and if so, which console do you own? Besides that, I would of course be interested in knowing which of these games I've been talking about today you would be interested in playing. Personally, I think I'll be playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I will most likely revisit Dota 2. If I had a Wii, I would probably be playing Starfox as well. But that's it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe for more gaming news. Thank you for watching, and bros, do you even nerd? Oh, and by the way guys, I have to change the name of the show to something else than The Bro Show. It kind of sucks because I like the name. It occurred to me yesterday that there is a YouTube podcast named The Bro Show, and unless I want to risk, getting trademark infringements or something similar to that, I have to come up with a different name, and I'm having a really hard time coming up with something. So if you have something creative, catchy, or something cool in general, I would love to hear your ideas. Thank you for your time.